Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, tighten down, there you go. Tight dog, alert. Protein spill, ran, touch.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Hey, alert. Hey, 18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Come on, D. Kill.
Ran, touch. Alert.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Alert, 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 alert. 59.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, Charlie. 80 weapons.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and long. Big hold of the 30. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Gordon on the left side. Gallup's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Gordon. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
11. Hey, Wood.
Now it's Luck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Tressway now. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field,
he's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Luck on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
50, plant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hustle, hustle.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Come get some. Come on.
Hey, 7. Go.
2nd and 2. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
No.
Hey, Echo.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Gordon. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
18 Gator.
54. Hey.
5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Love. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lock in, lock in.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike, 54. It's a party now.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
What up?
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Let's go.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Hurry up. Go.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
All day.
So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this 2nd one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Gurley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Hey, exit.
Lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Gordon. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
20! And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derek Watt, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw, Luck. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
53, 53, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
11B. 53 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Locke. And this one's incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
60 outlaw.
He's brought down by a running.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play that time for the Colts. 47 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Gordon, he's going to go up top for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Here's Marlon Mack. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
11.
Hey, Stu.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
After the sack on first down, Luck. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Luck. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready. 50, plant.
59, Mike to 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Recon, 132 fighter. They go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Hey, here we go.
Chopper!
Hurry, hurry! Alert! Twits. Watch twits.
On first down, it's Luck. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Luck now to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8.